Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7 acknowledged wonders of the world. You are about to witness the 8th. Standing in the spotlight on
Chef House right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, there
Here
are
in
7
this
acknowledged
pork
wonders of
chop
the world.
hot stuff.
You
We
are
have
about to
some
witness
time.
the 8th.
Nobody beats the band.
Looking good over there,
Nobody
Chef.
beats the band.
Welcome to Showbiz Eats. If you want to bypass all the commentary, go to about the 19th minute mark, and it's just music. Now, we tell you up front that we're not experts about anything. Nope, we're not experts. We have a lot of life experiences, and we share them with you. So now, tonight, we're going to talk about cooking and music. Because, see, at Showbiz Eats, they go hand in hand. You cannot be a good cook and make good food without good music. So tonight, what we're going to tell you is music and the type you cannot cook to in part 1. And in part 2, we're going to tell you the kind of music you can cook to. Because see, when you cook to music, you feel better. You are more prepared, for what you're going to serve your guest. And our whole goal is to not give your guest food, but give your guest an experience. So when they come around Showbiz Eats, they have an experience. It's not your typical McDonald's fast food. They come to us, they going to get some smoked food. They going to get smoky as hell. And, we're going to make you want to have that cigar and caviar and have that Hennessy or whatever your favorite drink or beer is. Now, let's get right to it, to the music that you should not be cooking to. That's simple. You can't go to that ED type music, all that electric dance. Who in the hell can cook at music moving at 160 BPMs? You just can't do it. You don't want to really get slow music there. Because if you got slow music, you get tired. You're already tired from cooking. You get sleepy. So, those are things you just don't want to do. You don't want gospel music. You don't want Shirley Caesar singing, some songs she sing. You don't want a whole lot of gospel singers. You don't want Never Would Have Made It by Marvin Sapp. So those are music you don't really want. But those are only a few types. Line dancing music is all right, but you really don't want a lot of that. And you don't want mellow blues. Blues music is all right if it's Southern Soul with Johnny Taylor, Marvin Cease, because they got some upbeat music. You don't want music that's going to drag you down. Having a good drink and being dragged down by your music is not a good competition, because you're going to get tired. You're going to get, you feel like the energy is gone from you. So what you want to do is have music that is going to pump you up. But then you go to a lot of the mellow rock. You don't want stuff like ZZ Top unless it's a song like Legs. But you don't want some of their earlier songs. And Magnet and Steel by Walter Egan. And, all that kind of music you really don't want. But, you can get Santana Smooth. That's kind of borderline of music you want to play. And all this music is strictly for one reason only. So that you can get pumped up. When you're pumped up, you cook better, you feel good, your energy is high, and you're excited. Your friends come over, you say, man, that was a damn good brisket. A damn good brisket. The music helps you cook. You cannot do a good meal without having something to keep you motivated. And I mean legal stuff. I don't mean the illegal stuff where you go to jail because your neighbor can't tell if you got ribs or you got weed on the grill. Your neighbor's going to call the cops because they're in doubt. We're not in Colorado, folks. We are in Maryland. So, one of the kind of music that I like a lot, but it's not necessarily great cooking music. It's live music. Now, you got some great live bands in the old days. Nobody today can do live music. Live music really sucks today because they don't do it. It's all auto-tune stuff. It's all stuff that, it's all, I guess the word is almost artificial intelligence because they're not very intelligent, but they speak like they are, which is kind of like artificial, because the words don't make a lot of sense. A lot of rap music, they don't even rhyme or give you a story anymore. They give you a hook. You can't really cook to that. We're just saying the same thing, Havana, 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 over and over again. No. And one other type of music that you really don't want to get caught up in is a lot of slow Southern soul music, a lot of slow rock. Now, AOR, which for you young people stands for album-oriented rock, like stuff like Meatloaf, that stuff you really can't cook to. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You really can't cook to any of that because it's an ebb and flow type song. It gets you high, get you low, high, low. You don't want to deal with any of that. So the things you want to do is have a music at least 100 BPMs, pumped up, you ready to go. What's that CD? They make a bunch of them. Now 95. I don't know what year they're on, but that music is a lot of like workout music. I mean, it's got like a lot of Jennifer Lopez. It's workout music, and you can cook to it, but after one meal or one meat or one side dish, you're tired as hell and you're sweating like hell. And so you don't really want that kind of music, So what we're going to do, I told you music you don't want. You don't want old rock. You don't want slow songs. Some country and western music you can cook to, like Elvira. You can cook to that. But do you really want to? But I guess it depends on where you're from and how you want to do it. But those are the music you cannot cook to no matter what you do. Slow music, no. Country music, if you're drinking, it sounds a lot better than when you're not drinking. It's one of those kind of type musics. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I don't think any music is bad. You can't cook to jazz, but you can cook to upbeat jazz, like Herbie Hancock. Yes, you can. But some of the other jazz, like Art Blakey, you can't cook to. Aerosmith. I'm going to tell you one type of food, music I like to cook to. Is what they used to call rock opera. Queen, Styx, ELO, those kind of bands, you can cook to. Supertramp, you can cook to their music because it don't start off great the first minute of the song, but it's uplifting at the very end. And one band you can cook to all their songs, Guns N' Roses. You can cook to all their stuff. But then you got other bands like the Eagles. You cannot cook to the Eagles music because your mind gets so wrapped on the music, you forget what the hell you were cooking and what the food is. So, Elton John, you got Benny and the Jets, Philadelphia Freedom, but then you got a lot of sad songs, a lot of slow songs, and the Beatles, I don't like cooking to that kind of music. First of all, the songs are only a minute and a half long. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you the kind of music you can cook to, you enjoy yourself, and you have fun. So watch this video. When we come back, we're going to talk about the music to cook to.
Ladies and gentlemen, anybody want to tell me just what in the Dookie Shoot Darren is going on here? Y'all, I'm gonna say this. Make sure that you have cleared your bowels before you go to the gym. Don't go to the gym with all that on your stomach. This man has ruined his entire day, not to mention the day of everybody else. Because that sounded wet. Now we got to throw away the whole thing now. The whole leg press. We got to throw that in the trash. That was wet and juicy. Sir, it was hot. Now you sitting here with the wop. Dookie wop. Whopperoni. All because you couldn't wait to have a bowel movement before you went to the gym. So don't be like Doo Darren over here. Don't be like him. Just wait. Just let your body process whatever it has to process and get it on out. Especially if it's leg day.
All right, Tyler. First time driving a forklift. I want you to pick up this container right over here and put it over there. Got it? One less and he's ready to go. Be careful of the customer's truck over here, okay? A little to your right. To your right. No, Tyler, to your right. Brakes. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. And yeah, we knew good and hell well that was gonna happen. That was so obvious. Why would you do that? Y'all parents got to learn how to stop doing stupid stuff. First of all, that's just illegal. I like off the rip. That ain't even legal. He don't have no license. He don't have nothing. And you put him not behind the wheel of a car, but a crane. A crane. And now if he's sitting here surprised that he didn't tow up something, I understand we want to teach a kid something. I understand that. But, bruh, now he done slang a pipe through the car. And daddy didn't see it coming. I'm through with y'all, man. I'm finished. There's nothing else I can say. Buy him a crane for Christmas. And just let him ride around the neighborhood and tear up everybody else's car. Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn.
Great video. Now, that video was good. Now, we told you music you cannot cook to in the first part. In this session here, we're going to tell you music you can cook to. Nothing like Beat It when you're slamming a brisket with injection. I don't do that. I only do Boston butts. But a lot of people inject brisket to keep it moist. But you got Prince. You got Michael Jackson. Regardless of his perverted past or whatever you want to call it, his music is still good music to cook to. I mean, when I think about it, you got a lot of good rock. Back in Black by AC/DC. You can cook anything to that. That has you, that has your blood pumping. When you look at bands like Aaliyah, smooth music, you can cook to it. You got boy bands, and you can cook to all their music before the slow songs start getting the young girls in their own mood. And then you got bands like Stevie Wonder. I can cook to almost anything he sings. The Isley Brothers. There's nowhere in hell you can't cook a good chicken pot pie to that. And then, nothing like Southern Soul, the upbeat parts, and the one person, no matter who you are, you can cook to their music. If you can even think you can cook, James Brown. There's nothing that James Brown put out that you cannot cook to. No. If you can't cook to James Brown, you know what? Go home and tell yourself you just can't cook. And your wife is probably in the same boat. And then you got Houdini, a rap band, Run DMC. You got these great rap bands that make music that you can just sit there and just cook to, whether you like old school or new school. And then, of course, I don't say it's a lot, but, the one rapper that I can cook to all their food is Tupac. People say Biggie can cook. No. If you look at Biggie can eat. Now, you look at him, you know that Biggie can eat. You look at Tupac, you know that his music you can cook to with no problem at all. And then, there are a couple rock bands that I do like Styx. Back to my rock opera. You got Styx. I love, and then you got Peter Frampton. Anybody who gives you a 20-minute guitar solo, it's kind of hard to not like that music, because guitar solo is never slow music. It's always upbeat, kind of like the Allman Brothers, And then Boston, you got those kind of bands that you can cook to their music with no problem at all. But I'm gonna tell you one genre of music I do like to cook to is what I like to call classic smooth soul. You got War, you got Tyrone Davis, you got Wilson Pickett in the Midnight Hour. You got the Temptations. You got bands like the Spinners, and you got the Shirelles and Sam Cooke, and even Rod Stewart. Do you think I'm sexy? That's a fun song to cook hamburgers to, but only hamburgers. You cannot go beyond hamburgers with him. And then, people say, well, what about King Floyd and Isaac Hayes? Nope, I like Marvin Gaye better. So he's one of the ones that I like a lot. But the European music, I just don't see that happening very, very much. Now, one band I do like live is, I do like the Commodore's live album. You can cook to that all day long. I do like that. So I'm not against a lot of live bands. I'm just for the right ones. So I'm not against a lot of them. But one type of music you can cook to that people don't talk about a whole lot, but they should. It deserves its respect. I think that people make a mistake when they don't try and cook to go-go music. That gives you that rhythm. That gives you that beat. You're in that mood. You're in a zone. When you want to get in the zone, get go-go music. Get the old Chuck Brown, the old EU, the old Essence, the old Junkyard Band, and of course, you got to have Trouble Funk. That's the good music. If I'm going to cook 16, 17 hours with one type of genre, that's the one I'm going with. I'm not going with rock. I'm not going with soul. I'm not going with Motown. I'm not going with any of that. I'm going with go-go. Now, some people don't like go-go because it's a consistent sound, and the sound and the rhythm never changes. Only the words do. But man, is that music get you in the mood? And it's kind of like sing-along. They can take any song in the world and make it go-go. It's kind of like a sing-along song. So, Showbiz Eats is telling you what you can cook to. You know what you can't. But the whole premises of this podcast and YouTube video is that we assume you can cook a little bit. But when it comes to smoking, grilling, TV is not the solution. You can't look at a football game and have your attention on the grill at the same time. Can't be done. But music, because it's background white noise, you can cook, dance, sing, enjoy yourself, sample foods, have your friends over. And if you ain't got friends over, the hell with them anyway. They really wasn't your friend. They was coming for the free food. So this is Showbiz Eats, and we're out. But we will talk to you again next week on another subject to deal with food. Not sure what it's going to be, but enjoy the music, have a good day, and be nice to somebody every day. Showbiz Eats out.